Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video, and this video is talking about my top favorite YouTube guitar players. This could be any YouTube guitar player in the rock and metal genre, and this is by no means in any order, like from the best to the worst to the most awkward to whatever. So, I cannot pronounce her name, but I'm going to put her username right here so you guys can see it. And she's from Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken, and she is a girl who plays the hell out of a 6-string guitar. She always does cover songs, and I've heard her play some of her original stuff that's like more melodic, more chill type of music. And this girl has an extreme amount of talent, and just the way she comes off, like she has like this bubbly type of personality where she's always like really happy, like kind of like shy, kind of the way she comes off in her videos. But she is just sick. I'm not saying she's the best guitar player that's on YouTube, but I'm saying she does have great talent. I think she is a phenomenal guitar player at that. And I do want to apologize for like the whack lighting, like the lighting, because I'm in the car and the sun is not that great. But we're going to get into the second person I think on this list, which is a badass guitar player. And we all know who he is. He's probably the most talented musician on YouTube when it comes to just playing stringed instruments. And that is Rob Scallon. Everybody knows who he is. He's played almost any instrument and has made some creative music with it. If it's a gent stick, it's a 6-string, 8-string, 9-string, 12-string, 6-string bass. He just plays them, and he's very, very talented. He plays them, and he makes some damn good heavy music. I would definitely have to say Stevie T is on this list for number 3.
Hey, I'm Stevie T.
The breakdown is so low.
And you guys might be saying, well, Stevie T, yeah, I think Stevie T is highly underrated. I think he's probably one of the best musicians I've heard in a very long time. Off YouTube, on YouTube, this dude is just badass. He makes the weird faces. Like, he does some weird crazy shit with his face. Like, he'll be shredding, he's like, and his videos might not be the most high production value videos, but the dude can shred. And when it comes to the straight on metal riffing, like metal music, you gotta give it up to Rabir Masad. That dude, for an example, is just a complete badass when it comes to just riffing. I'm not talking soloing, I'm not talking anything like that. I'm talking when he's riffing. That dude, for number 4, that dude is a legit, like, talented dude. I think he has to be one of the most, like, he's not like overly creative with his videos. He does more like tutorials on little pedals and stuff, but that dude is just shredding like a madman. What's this, number 5 on the list? 5 all day? I'll give it up to Sarah Longfield. I think that's how you pronounce her username. this girl is extremely talented. She plays a guitar without a headstock, and I don't know why she does that. She's been featured in Jared Dines videos. She's been featured in Rob Scallon's videos. The girl has tone, good tone. She has great skills. She knows what she's doing when it comes to the guitar. She's not doing cover songs that I'm aware of. She's writing originals. She tours. She's a legit savage when it comes to the guitar. I believe she's very talented. She's one of the cream of the crop YouTube guitar player. She needs to be pumping out more videos like weekly and whatnot. And number 6 on my list goes to Jared Dines. Why Jared Dines? That dude is a very good guitar player. I think he's a better guitar player than a drummer. I think when he's in his band Daddy Rock, you can definitely tell his skills are shining. He's having a great time. He's headbanging. He does those shred wars. He's a very good lead player, good rhythm player. Just overall good dude when it comes to the guitar playing. And I have to put this dude on the list because he does riffs. He doesn't really solo. And for myself, soloing is not everything. You could say you're a good guitar player, but can you write riffs? Can you riff where the riff is real punchy in your face and it's getting you wanting to rock out? You can't really rock out to, you can't rock out to a solo. To me, you can't. And this is Fluff. That dude is just a bad ass dude. When he does his little guitar reviews and everything like that, that dude is riffing. He says it's ears and beards is what he talks about in his channel, and the riffs that he plays are heavy, are aggressive. Some of them are grungy style, but the dude is not overly just shredding and doing that kind of guitar playing. And up on this list, he's technically not a guitar player. He's a bass player. And I'll say Chris the Man Lamius. The dude that I started following in around 2007. We were both making the same kind of videos, and we just hit it off and became kind of friends. And he's a English-based bass player that this dude plays the hell out of a bass. Some of the stuff he does, I'm that's Cliff Burton's influenced. And then some of it I'm nah, that's Jason Newsted influence, and he is influenced heavily by Flea. You can see the Flea influence, and I can see with some of his solos that is a Jason Newsted inspired bluesy melodic solo. And this dude has taken the bass guitar and done stuff to it that I never thought was possible. He writes full-length songs, just bass and drums, and that's it. And he's made full-length songs just by using an iPad and made it sound legit. He did one thing that was so sick. He made a song, I guess it's a tribute song to Les Claypool. And if you did not know that was not Les Claypool playing from Primus, you would believe that song was Les Claypool, and it was a new song that Les Claypool was releasing. And number 10, baby, for my list of the baddest musicians on YouTube. I could either go one of two ways. I can either go Rob Chapman of Chapman Guitars, which is a pretty badass dude. I could go Dave. I'm not sure what his last name is. It's Dave that plays in Rob Chapman's band. He's a bass player and he's very, very good and very talented. Or I go to Pete Cottrell, which is a YouTuber out of England as well that plays a lot of solos, a lot of riffs and a lot of cover songs, and like, oh, this is what Metallica would sound like if you tuned it up, or this is what Metallica would sound if they tuned down. That dude's badass. Or I could go to Frog Leap Studios and hear that guy. That dude is extremely talented as well. So I'm gonna go with Pete Cottrell as number 10 on my list, just because I think he makes the list, because he does stuff that is what he was doing at the time is a different outlook from what other people are doing, because now it's like a common thing to say, like, what would Metallica sound like if they tuned down? And this dude is very, very talented and very, very good and shreds, and he doesn't overly do the shredding. He does like solos where they need to be done. He's not just riffing and soloing and shredding, and he does more of the riffs. So Pete Cottrell, he's just a very well-rounded, badass guitar player, and I would say he's number 10 on my list.